everybody. Come on in. I'm just waiting for it to say starting or live, gone live. Alright, I think we're here. Well, hello everybody. It is Wednesday, Wing It Wednesday, Hump Day, whatever you want to call it. It's the middle of the week. Thank God, I say. It is the 29th of October, and if you're watching me live, you will see a little live button up here somewhere. If not, you're watching on the replay, so say g'day, whether you're watching live or on the replay. We always love to have new people joining us. So let me introduce myself. My name is Beck Hall. I am a Stampin' Up! Independence demonstrator located in Melbourne, Australia. And I come live here every Wednesday night to share a bit of crafting with you on the fly. We don't have any plans. I don't literally come here into my studio and set up and then we see what we come up with, because sometimes you can get the best cards on a wing it. So let me see who's joining me. So if you're joining me, just say g'day. Hey Christine, how are you? Then I know I'm in the right spot. Hey. So thanks for joining me. So it's been an interesting week. We were supposed to go away. It's a long weekend coming up here in Melbourne, and we were supposed to go away in our caravan, and Bretty's gone, my husband's gone and hurt his knee, so it doesn't look like we'll be going away now, so I get to spend the weekend at home, which I'm kind of looking forward to. Just bumming around doing not a great deal. So hey Megan, how are you? Hey Evelyn, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Alright, so I don't really have any plans for you guys tonight, so we'll just see where the night takes us, and we will wing it tonight, literally wing it. So just a few housekeeping things. Today or tomorrow is your last day to join as a demonstrator. I've had 10 lovely ladies come and join my team since we've had the join offer happening. $60 and you get $235 worth of product. It's a no-brainer, and of course the best part is you get to join my wonderful team where we craft together. And I'm not sure if you've seen the posts that I popped up on the weekend. We got together and did some crafting with one of the Stampin' Up! Events, and it was good fun. We always have quite a few laughs when we get together. So you know, for things like that, it's great to be part of a team and like-minded people as well. So gingerbread man, you want me to work with the gingerbread man, Megan? I do have something in mind, but I think Bruce kind of stolen my thunder over in the Craft with Beck group tonight. So I'm going to work with some circles and letters tonight. So that's what I thought anyway. So I was just going to ask for you. I've got this paper out to start off. So we were going to start with that paper and see where it takes us. So hey Lynette, how are you? Hey Cheryl, thanks for joining me, guys. It's always a long weekend in Melbourne. Well, this weekend, Megan, we get to celebrate the Melbourne Cup. So it's not really a long weekend, but I have Tuesday off. Everybody has Tuesday off, but a lot of people do take the Monday off and extend it, which is what I have done. I've taken the Monday off and to extend it so we could get away in the van. And we were going to head up and have a look at the silos, so I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not going to do that now. So anyway. Hey Ruth, how are you? Hey Maura, thanks for joining me. Alright, so let's flip you down and we'll get started and see where the night takes us, I guess. So like I said, I was going to use this paper here and create a card, but I wanted to show you some tips that I've learnt during the week. So let's just pick some cardstock. Let's do a black, white and gold Christmas card, I reckon. What do you think? We'll go black, white and gold. Something a little bit different. So if we go, we'll do a black base, I think. And whether we throw in some colours, I don't know. But we'll go with a black card base. And we'll do some black and gold papers. Hey Ruth, how are you? And yeah, so what's everybody been up to for the week so far? Like, what have we all been doing? I've been working, lots. So we had our roof replaced at work today, so I had actual sunshine coming in the roof. It was glorious. The sun was nice and warm. warmed up my bones. So our roof at work leaks like a sieve. You wouldn't believe how much it leaks, especially last Thursday when we had all that rain. Oh my goodness, we had buckets everywhere, so it was good to actually finally have it started to get replaced anyway. Hey Leon, how are you? Alright, so I'm just going to cut a normal card front. So we're going to do 14.9 by 21, and I'm going to score it at 10.5. So just your normal good old card front, like so. Hey Julie, how are you? And then we'll grab some DSP here. So I'm going to use the Christmas trees, but I think I want to mat it. Now, I said we'd use black, gold and white, but I think maybe we should mat it a colour. So in the comments, like, yell out what colour you think we should mat it. So I'm just going to cut these trees down to 9.5 by 13.8. So let me know what colour you think we should mat it with. So should I just do white? So I'm going to pop that on there, and I was going to mat it with a colour. Maybe like a cherry cobbler or a green or something, you know, in the ways. You've got your goodies today. You're very welcome, Julie. Julie joined our team. It's great to have Julie on board. She's been a long time customer, so thanks Julie for joining. And she would have got her nice little welcome to the team goodies today. So thanks for that, Julie. Let me grab out some cherry cobbler, and we'll see what the cherry cobbler looks like underneath. Or do we go what? Oh, see, I kind of like that. So do we go cherry cobbler? Actually, the screen, is it very dark today? It looks very dark. I don't know why. Same lights are on as normal. So that's our cherry cobbler. Or do we go do we go green, the shaded spruce? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? What colour? Do we go, I'm going to put this up on this side, like that. Do we go shaded spruce? Yeah, cherry cobbler. Cherry cobbler, you reckon? Let's cut one and see. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this down. I'm going to go this way. We'll do 10 centimetres by 14.4. So we're just cutting standard mats. And if you're new to my channel and you haven't watched me before, I have in my Craft with Bec group, this is uploaded in the file section, and it's a little printout of all the different mats that we use. So you just go along then and you cut each mat to the coordinating size, and then you can see what mat layers with what, and eventually you get used to using the same mats over and over again. So you kind of just then get to learn the sizes of the mats. So if you're new and you haven't seen that before, it's in my Craft with Bec group. So, alright, shaded, yeah, well, I picked shaded because it's green, Megan, that's why. Red, black and gold always looks good. It does, doesn't it, Ruth? Alright, so we've got red, black and gold, or crumb cake black there. Now, I'm going to grab my punch here. Actually, you know what? Maybe, should I get some, have I got cherry cobbler? I've got cherry cobbler. Let me see if I've got cherry cobbler in some two-tone maybe. I've got real red. Maybe we should switch it to real red. What do you reckon? I don't have cherry cobbler in my two-tone. I've got lots of real red though, so maybe we should switch it to real red. I'm gonna switch it to real red. Let's just see. Oh, that might look alright too. Let's do the good old switcheroo. Hello, Deirdre from Invercargill. Is it cold down there? Fiona messaged me the other day and it was like super cold. Like, it was like 3 degrees or something. It wasn't very warm at all. I don't know if I could cope living there. I think it would be super cold. So, alright, so I've just switched it out. So I think we're going to go the red there, like that. So red, black and gold, yeah? What do you reckon? And then I'm going to grab my 2-inch circle punch. I saw Fiona last night making some beautiful decorations with the circles. If you haven't seen what she did with that, go over and check it out because it just looked really good. And I'm just going to punch out some circles here. 1, 2, and then I'm going to punch out some circles of this too. There I go. 3. What have we got on the back there? Don't know if I want to do that. Might go, I'm going to punch out some of these as well. What's on the back of that? Yep, some stars. We go 4 and 5. So these are going to get matted anyway. We're not going to, oh look. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, B1? I think I am, B2. Look, let me show you. Ready? Watch. Look. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, I've made myself a set of glasses. Sorry, it's Wednesday. You know. Alright, so I'm going to glue that one down to there, and I'm going to glue that one to there like so. And then maybe, oh, here I am, look, I'm so, see, this is what happens when we wing it, right? Here I am, red, black, white and gold, and I'm going to divert it. I'm thinking I'm going to bring some green in too. Because I can, right? Because we can. So I'm going to just cut, well, I'm going to get my, let me see, my branching out dies, I think, because, you know, everybody loves a good matte layer, so you're near the coast. 45 minutes. See, that means you'd be cold then. It would have been cold. Yes, I'm not a cold fan, that's for sure. My toes were super cold today at work. Oh my god. Even though the sun was beaming in, unless I stood right in it in the office, my feet were super cold. So I'm going to mask that up there. I'm going to get that, and I'm going to cut that out of the shaded spruce. Let's see if we've got a little scrapola piece here. Actually, let's see. I'm going to go back into me two-tone, see what I've got in me two-tone. Do I have shaded spruce in my two-tone? Probably not. All these colours that I'm picking, I really need to up me two-tone game, don't I? Actually, we're going to go good old garden green, I think, because I have that in the two-tone. If I can get it. Can't grab anything with me big thumb at the moment. Alright, so we're going to switch it out. We're going to go from, I'm going to use some garden green. Alright, I'm going to do that one. I'm going to switch it out from that colour to garden green. Are you liking me colours so far? I hope so. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this down so I can fit it through my embossing machine because I want to die cut one of these out, right? So I'm going to go 10 centimetres or thereabouts. Alright, and then I'm going to go 14.4, and you'll see why I'm doing this, because I'm going to make a nice frame. Not that we're going to use it on this card, but you know, I could use it on something else. I'm not a hoarder, but I just like, you know, I need finger socks. I know, Megan, right? I need finger, and I've got another one starting too. Look, on this thumb here, there's another one happening there as well. I need a break. That's what I need. I need to go on holidays from my real job so I don't have to, and I just need to spend a week in my craft room. So I don't have to get all of the yucky stuff on my fingers. Alright, so I'm just cutting this through, and I'm going to make a frame. Well, it's going to make a frame for another card somewhere down the track. I don't know. It's not this card, but we'll make it somewhere down the track. See? Like, look at that. Pretty as. You could stick that over. Look. See? You could go like that over there, and it's already cut down to size. We've got a frame happening. Pop some Christmas trees in there. Bang, you're done. So this is a huge thing that I do. So I like using mats, especially die cuts that I use for frames for later on. So now I'm going to cut out some letters from this. So I'm going to use the big Christmas letters here. Are your hands... Not really, Megan. They don't... I mean, I do wash in water, but I guess with the fruit and vegetables, they're in gloves a lot. Like, you know, those clear gloves that they use for food handling. But I don't know if I'm allergic to maybe something. Oh, I have no idea. I'm just grasping at straws, really. But, yeah, I don't know. They just hurt. And I've got, you know, there's 2 Band-Aids on that finger, and then you can't feel anything, and colouring in makes it a bit difficult, but, you know, such is life. Alright, so I'm going to stamp the J and the Y, and I'm going to die cut that out of here, like so. Now, I think Ruth will know where I'm going with this card, because she's kind of stole my thunder tonight on our Craft with Beck group. So if you haven't seen Ruth's card over in the Craft with Beck group, jump on over and have a look. She used some of the offcuts from our class from Thursday night and made a beautiful card out of it. So, alright, so we're going to die cut this one out here of the Joy, like so. And then I'm going to use those letters later on, but I'm going to use that for now. And I want to run that through my embossing folder. So I'm going to grab out, which I absolutely love at the moment, this traditional wreath embossing folder. Now, if you guys haven't seen this, you really need to see it in action, because it is such a pretty folder. I used this for the big frame. I put up a picture of a big frame that I did over the weekend with the Stamping Up event that they held, and it's a 12 by 12 frame. I'll get it and show you later on. And it just looks sensational, and I actually used that embossing folder in the back of it as well. So if you get to have a close look at it, which I'll bring it in and show you, just remind me. Alright, so we've used that to emboss the back of it there, and because it's two-tone, I'm going to actually give it a bit of a sand. So I'm going to get my sanding block, if I can find it. I've had it here. Can't find it. Alright, grab a new one. Alright, so I just made these sanding blocks from our old wood blocks, our old wood stamping blocks, so you know the stamps that used to attach to it. So I never actually attached stamps to these ones. I made them into cling stamps when I first got them, because I really didn't like the wood. But I just attached a nail file to the bottom with some double-sided foam adhesive. So it's a really handy tip for using it as a little, you know, sandpaper block as well. So just a, you know, your random nail file that you buy from the chemist or whatever. And we're just going to sand off some of this and bring out some of the white in that there, like so. Sorry, it was the first thing that came to my... Yeah, when we did the die cutting, oh, I know, Ruth, it was the first thing that came to my mind too. So I often, you know, we make for classes and things like that, and then, you know, the girls get to take home all of their scrappy bits, and then they make other things and share it in our group as well. So it's quite good. Look at that! Doesn't that look cool? I love it. Looks like it's got like snow on it. So, all right. Then I'm going to pop this in here like that. And then I'm going to do that, but you can still see through it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pop these back in it. Because these haven't been embossed, they should stand out a little bit. Oh, they're not going to. Alright, scratch that plan. That's not going to work. We'll use them on a different card. What I'm going to do, smack that down a bit more. That's not working. Why isn't that coming out? Let me grab my picky tool. We're going to die cut these out of a different colour. So we're going to grab our real red piece. I think I've got a scrappy bit in there. Oh, that's not going to be wide enough to fit in. Oh, look at this. I've got scrappy bits down in here. Wait, can't waste the scraps, no. Alright, we're going to use some of these scrappy bits here. And, oh, I don't know why I got rid of that bit. I need that bit. We're going to die cut some red ones. We're going to put the red J and the Y in there. Alright, hold please while I die cut these. And talk amongst yourself. Elevator music, what's happening? What is everybody doing for the long weekend if you're in Melbourne? Anybody up to anything in particular? I'm actually going to spread them apart a little bit so I can use them on something else. I thought it would have been good. We were going to head towards Horsham Way and see some of the silos up at Horsham, which would have been really cool, but not to be. Another day. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. Ah, that's better. Look at that. We're gonna then pop them back into the J and the Y there like that. Now I could have just die cut them and put them on top, like on top of the green, but this way I get to use these ones for another thing down the track. Alright, so we've got our J and our O and our Y. I'm going to emboss these ones with, I think I'm going to use the Glass and Gardens, some checks happening. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and I'm going to push it right to the edge because I want more of the pattern rather than where it graduates off. And we're going to emboss those ones. So there's actually a couple of different types of embossing folders. So this one here was the base one, and then a clear, and then we put this one on. Because it's only a thin embossing folder, you then need to put another clear plate over the top of it. Whereas the other one that we had, the wreathy one, that's a thick embossing folder, so we only need to put the grey plate over the top of it, and there's no sandwich as such. So there's lots of different ways to look at your embossing folders. So, oh, Susie, I hope you're okay. Is Andy okay too? Goodness me, that's not good at all. I hope you're all right, Susie. Let me know if you need anything. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold these in half, like this. And I'm going to do that to all of them, so go like this, like that. And then we're going to fold this one in half. So I'm folding them in half different ways so that we've got the different pattern on each side here, like that. And then, oops, I might use that one there. So then we're just going to glue, actually I don't think I want to do that one, I want to fold that one, I want the gold out on that one. I think I need to fold it the other way like that though. And then I'm going to put the red O down. So we're going to glue these down like so, and we're going to glue them all together. Alright, so let's grab some glue. Goodness me. Whereabouts was it, Susie? Was it local? Close to home, or were you driving back from seeing your mum and dad? That's scary. Alright, so we're just going to glue all of these together so that we've got to make sure that our bits or our pattern is up the right way. Oh, Lukey's just got home from work. And we're going to make like a little bauble that's going to sit on the front here. So we're just going to glue these all the way. It's actually quite handy. Connor works late on a Wednesday night too, so he brings Lukey home. So it's quite handy having the two of them working together. Alright, and then we're going to put the Christmas tree. I didn't fold that one very well, did I? I need to fold it this way. I'm going to turn it around. Fold it around like this. And then we're going to pop that one in there like so. So then, when we have it, we've got like all different colours of the Christmas bauble there. Okay? And then that is going to sit in the middle there like that. Like a Christmas bauble sitting on the front there. Alright. Actually, I want to go like that, I think. Have it half and half and add more layers to it. So I'm going to Actually, I'm not gluing that in yet. I'm just going to put that on there for the minute and set that aside. Now, that was a little trick that I learnt on Sunday. So the good thing about doing these events with Stampin' Up! Is they teach you lots of different tips and tricks. So that was one of the little tips that I learnt, is if you actually put some glue on something and then set it aside, the glue actually becomes tacky and it sticks down a bit quicker than what it would if it wasn't so tacky. So, oh, Lukey's just come in. Does everybody want to say hi to Lukey? Say hi, Lukey. Here we go. Oh, you can see Luke's back. Say hi. Now, Lukey had a haircut yesterday.
I hate it.
He hates it, but look at him. Look how handsome he looks with his haircut. If you flick that round a little bit, I think he looks quite handsome. He's complaining that it's too short.
It's too short.
Let him. What do you guys think? Do you think his hair's too short, or do you think he looks handsome, or what? Just honest feedback. I love it. Just saying.
To be fair, it is my hair.
Well, it is your hair, but I think it's good. So I think it makes him look handsome, but then see, very handsome. See?
Yeah, but they're biased.
Are they? Because they love you too. Oh, I think it looks good. See, look. See, makes him look a little bit older.
It doesn't even go over all the way.
Well, it will though, because you've got to style it. You've got to put some stuff in it like that.
I didn't have to before.
Oh, you didn't have to before. Anyway, I thought not too short at all. See, they all think it looks good, Lukey.
They're biased.
See? Oh, he looks so grown up and handsome. See? That's good. They're biased. He thinks that you're just all biased. That's all. He just thinks that you're all biased and you're going to go with whatever I say.
I don't want to disagree with your overlord.
The cult leader. You don't want to disagree with the cult leader. All right. So now I'm going to glue this one down. But should I do the stars or should I do the trees? Now I kind of like the stars rather than the trees. What do you think? The trees, you reckon?
Go to the trees. I haven't seen it. Go to the trees.
No, he hasn't seen it. Go to the trees.
Biased.
Your dinner's in the microwave, Lukey. Which one do you think? The stars? All I can see is like minion eyes here now. I don't know about you, but whatever. Leanne says whatever. How scary for you, Sue. Be kind to yourself and take it. Yes, exactly, Ruth. Take it easy, Susie. Overlord. Yeah, I know, right, Julie? He's full of it. Stars or trees? I don't want to glue it down until you let me know. In the meantime, we're going to try and we're going to push this into here like this. And I'm just going to grab some tape, some double-sided tape, some tear and tape. Stars. Yeah, I reckon the stars look alright too. I'm going to go J and the Y in here. Oops. Oh. Just to hold them in for the minute. The stars. Alright, we'll do the stars. Okay. Glue down the stars. Ooh. Typical boy, hey? Teenager. The whatever was to him, yeah. Typical teenage boy. Hey? Goodness me. Alright. So then we're just going to stick this one down. So I'm just going to peel these off. These are just holding my J and the Y in place for the minute. And we're going to glue this down. Like so. Put a bit of glue on here, a bit of glue on here, a bit of glue everywhere. Make sure it's stuck down really good. So that's going to get down with it. Get down with it. Alright, that's going to go in there like so. And then we're going to grab our little circle here, and that is going to stick to the front there. Now, essentially, we could go, well, there we go, we've done our card, but I want to show you a little tip that I learnt. Look at that. See? I mean, that looks cool in itself, right? It's a little pop-up one, but it'll fold flat to, put in the post when you send it or give it to somebody, but it'll stand on your mantle like that. So really nice. No stamping at all involved, so, we got no ink everywhere today. But what I am going to do, and if you do have your markers, what you want to keep, like, because the markers are retiring, right? So we're not going to be able to get them anymore. But any water-based texture, so if you haven't got your markers, they've all been marked down at the moment. And you could add them to your starter kit and, like, get a ton of them. And, it's a no-brainer. So I want to put one of these on it. And I want to go Joy from our house to yours. So I want to use this one here. So let me grab this one here out. So these are the ephemera packs, right? Brilliant packs. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab red or the green. Which one? I think maybe the red might stand out a little bit more. But I don't know. So we can always change it. Have we got another one? Joy. We got a square one there. We could do that. As you can see, we've got Joy, 'tis the season. Is that what you would say? Is that what you'd say to somebody? Joy, 'tis the season? Anyway, well, this is what we're going to do. So we're going to grab our brush end of our marker. We're going to use the white ones here, and we're just going to colour over the whole thing here, like so. So this is a great use of your markers onto these pre-done things here, like so. And you're going to just colour in the whole lot like this. Super simple with your marker. Like that. And then you're just going to give it a bit of a wipe. Like so. Just a bit of a wipe like that. And then look. You've all of a sudden now got gold embossing on a red background. How amazing is that? You don't have these ephemera packs, I tell you. Add them to your collection. Like, it just looks phenomenal. So we're going to just pop that down there. So now, do we want the red? Well, let's colour the 'tis the season in with the green, and we'll see which one looks better, hey? So just a matter of grabbing them, and then grabbing your little markers and colouring over like so. And I believe the markers are refillable with your ink. Like, you can refill them with your ink because it's only water-based stuff on the inside, right? And our re-inkers are water-based. So, not that I've ever needed to do it because they last for like ever if you take good care of them. I don't know. Could you use the blends? Would the alcohol make the stuff go? I don't know. But anyway, look at that. Let's try a blend. Let's grab a real red blend. I'm going to grab the dark real red. And we'll try it over one of them. We'll do Season's Greeting. See if the blend works as well. I didn't know the alcohol, I thought might, but we'll see. If it works with these two, bonus. See? But I thought because it's alcohol usually goes over and it might stain the gold. But we'll see if it rubs off. Yeah, see, it's more probably, it is rubbing off slightly, but it's more staining the gold versus what the water-based ones does. See, it's more sticking to the gold than what the water-based one does. But it would still work just as good. But see, it's got that bit of a tinge of red to it as well. So there you go. How awesome is that? Now you can have them in any colour you want, not just white. I thought that was the tip of the century. So anyway, so do I go from our home to yours in the red, or do I put the Season's Greetings on it in the green? Which one do you think? I'm going to lift it up and show you closer. 'Tis the season, or from our home to yours. Like so. Which one do you reckon? Oh, a blender brush. Well, you could use a blender brush too, Maura. That would be the same, yep, because it's a water-based thing. So, which colour do you think we should do? Joy from our home to yours, or Joy, 'tis the season? Let me know in the comments. So there we go, guys. I think it needs a bit of bling too. Let's look for some bling. I'm going to grab out one of my favourite things at the moment, if I can put my hands on it, or it might not be here. Where is it? I don't know where they are. They're not here. I had them out over the weekend. While you all decide on the colour, I'm going to go and get my frame and my bling, because I think I've left it in my other desk. So let me just pop in and have a look. Can't find the bling that I want. You guys know which one it is though. It's the one that matches that beautiful paper. It's on my desk here somewhere, but my desk is a bit of a mess because I was in a rush to clean up. Oh, look at what I've just found though. These will work perfect. Some I prepared earlier. Some little berries that I've prepared earlier today. The red. Oh, red's the winner. All right, red it is. So what I want to do is I want to puff this up, but it's got the sticky stuff on the back, right? So I'm going to remove the sticky stuff because it's a sticker. We're going to remove that, and then we're going to grab our dimensionals. So let me grab the dimensionals here. We're going to pop a dimensional there, pop a dimensional there, and then I'm going to grab my, oh, good grief. I really need to clean up my desk because it was a very busy weekend. Now I'm looking. Oh. My talc. I need my talc. My little talcum pouch. Hang on. Ah. Good grief, everything's out on the main desk today. So you grab your little talcum pouch like this, and then you just tap over the excess. You don't peel these things off yet. You tap over the excess like this, and then it's not so sticky underneath. Everything's out on my other desk. I should pan around and show you my desk because it is quite filthy. Alright, and then we're going to stick that down. Whoops. I've just stuck it down on the, and now I've got powder all over me. Anywho, like so. From our home to yours. And then we're going to grab some little dimensionals, and we'll go one here, we'll go one there, and then we'll go one here. And I'm just going to peel the tops of them off like that. Grab my take your picky tool and pop them down like so. How's that? Hey? What do you reckon? See? Winging it works. I like that. That looks pretty cool. Alright. So, you've got your joy from our home to yours. Da, 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 da. Alright, let me show you my frame that we made on the weekend. So we had the option to make like a proper frame. They gave us the dimensionals and everything to make the frame, but I didn't want to make it. I wanted to make it bigger. So I made it into a 12 by 12 frame. And you'll see here at the back, I popped in the embossing folder on a bit of Secret Sea, and I fussy cut the embossing folder out and then just dragged a bit of white ink over it, so it made it look like there was a bit of snow on the background. So I just love that, and I love the fact that, you know, I can have this out all year round. I know it's got holly and that on it, but that doesn't faze me. I'm happy to have that out all year round. So just love it. So that's what one of the projects that we did on Sunday when we were all together. So great being part of a team. Inside and envelope. Yes, Maura. Inside. So what we might do is use one of these season's greetings. So I'm going to put the green one on here on the inside. So we're going to go, 'tis the season, because we've done a no stamping card. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to grab some glue, and I'm going to go dot, 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 like that. And I thought I saw another one of these here. I'm going to pop that there, like that. And I had a couple more on my desk here. that we had cut out. These were all left over from my frame, see, because, you know, I'm not a hoarder. I just don't throw anything out. Like so. Thanks for the reminder, Maura. You know I always forget. And we'll pop that on the inside there. Get rid of those. And then we'll do the same, but we'll put the season's greetings on the outside. So then we've used our sentiments as, you know, decoration. See? How cool does that look? 'Tis the season. And then I'll grab an envelope and we'll do that season's greetings on it there. Look at that. That was the one we did the alcohol one. See how it's bled through? We'll put this one down here like that. And then we'll pop 1, 2, 3. And we'll stick some more bling on here. 1. We've got plenty over here. 2 and 3. See, nothing goes to waste. And 3. Like that. There we go. Done. Envelope and card all done. So there we go. That's our Wing It Wednesday for tonight. So I hope I've inspired you. So your challenge this week is to make one of those circle pop-up things and put it into a word or as such. Whether you use joy or Noel or love or whatever, so long as you put one of those circles O's or letter O into your card, that's your challenge for the week. So over in the Craft with Beck group, if you're not aware, we do a challenge every Wednesday to make something similar or what we've made on the Wednesday night. And then the following Wednesday, I give away a prize to whoever has completed the challenge. And you've got to post a picture up in the Craft with Beck group. And I pop it up, basically when I finish here, I pop it up into the challenge. So we're going to see who last week's winner was. Was it last week? I think it was last week, wasn't it? Where we used the ink pad, your stamping spots. So let's see how many people we had enter. So we had 2, 4, 5 people enter into the challenge last week. We had Chris P, Julie J, Joe T, Linda A, and Ruth L. So let's see. I'm going to bring my screen up here and let's make it bigger so that we can all see. That says, hang on a minute. Let me just fix that. Go cross that one out, write this one down like that. Go, okay, back to full screen. Alright, now we're right to go. Alright, so here we go. Let's press the screen. Chris! Congratulations, Chris! You are the winner for our Wing It Wednesday challenge. So it pays to enter the challenge. Look, 5 people. You had a 1 in 5 chance of winning. So congratulations, Chris. Let me grab out my hot little prize box here. Oh, I know what I'm going to give you, Chris. I am going to send you a beautiful pack of 3 gem tinsels. Look at that. Awesome gems. 3 tinsel gems 3-pack. Say that 5 times fast. I'm going to pop that in the post for you, Chris, and hope that you can use that on your crafting goodies. So, alright, well, that's all from me for tonight. I will be here on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck at 9 o'clock. And I think I've got something in mind. Well, we'll see. I usually work it out on a Friday night after Hungry Jack's. Hungry Jack's is Friday night, so we always have Hungry Jack's on Friday night. So I come over and work it out after that. So we'll see. But anyway, I'll see you on Saturday morning for Breakfast with Beck. If not, I'll see you back here next Wednesday for Wing It Wednesday. Alright guys, have a great rest of your week and don't forget to enter the challenge. It's an easy way to win a prize. Alright, see ya. Bye.